My friend Mel Robbins stumbled on a concept that became widely known as the 5-second rule. In short, the rule is if you have an instinct to act on something, you have to physically move within 5 seconds or the brain will kill it. If you don't act quickly, you don't train yourself to act quickly, you'll tend to lose that thing and it'll turn into a new habit of delay, procrastinate. Check out this short clip and then I'll come back.
So let's say that you've got a bunch of people that you want to talk to, you want to recruit. You're excited, you go into the meeting, but they look at you like this. You're like, oh no, I'm not going to say anything today. They look like they're in a bad mood. I don't think I can do this today. Yes, you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The only thing holding you back from recruiting the team that you want, from going after the prospects that really could expand your life and business, is you. That 5-second hesitation. That's all that's holding you back. There is a 5-second window between the things that you know you should do and you actually doing them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a tool that unlocks the power in you.
So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, act. Whatever that is, learn to take action on it. Don't make a list. Don't think, hey, I'll do that later. Take the action and have that burn a new habit into your life. The 5-second rule.
If you have watched that last part of the video of the train moving, okay, at a speed, you will now understand the principle of 5 seconds. If you waste time, if such trains, any of them had slowed down on the normal speed you should have used to be able to pass that bypass before the next one is coming, what do you think will happen? Fatal accident. A lot of people's lives are like that. A lot of people's lives are like that. We have had fatal accident in several things about our life because we slowed down. We failed to act when we should have acted. Okay, let me take you down the memory, a particular route about time. The might of time management. How some persons are abusers of it, while others are users of it. Okay. One funny thing is that we cannot manage time. We either manage or mismanage ourselves against time and season. Yes, listen to this.
Do you know that there was a time in the human experience where there was no 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock? People were creating. There was no time in the way we know it.
Yeah.
That's another conversation altogether. When you are matured, when your maturity comes, part of your power is the ability to arrest time. Time is oppressive on 2 levels. Time is oppressive. First of all, think about it. You can't manage time. Now everybody says time management, time management. How are you managing time? How? Anything that can be managed, think about the word management. Anything that can be managed must have the capacity to increase or decrease.
To stop also.
To stop or to move.
Yes.
To appreciate or to depreciate.
Yes.
Right? So management is the gap between appreciation or depreciation, between increase and decrease. So if I give you a shoe now, good management can keep the shoe in your wardrobe for 10 years. Poor management can destroy the shoe in a day. So if the thing has no potential for appreciation or depreciation, management is useless. Time doesn't have that. You don't waste time, you waste your life. Fools have 24 hours. The wise don't have 25.2. Everybody has 24 hours. 24 hours is what everybody's going to deal with.
Standard.
So, and no matter what you do with 24 hours today, you are waking up tomorrow with a brand new 24. You don't ever waste time. You can't manage time. Time as a quantity cannot be managed. The same time you had when you were 1 is the same time you will have when you are 100. Right? What you don't have again at 100 is energy. Now, energy, if you understand that, can be managed.
Energy can be managed.
You can take from tomorrow's energy and burn it today. You can take from today's energy and throw it to the future. That's called savings. So you can see a 25-year-old looking 44. He has taken a lot of energy in the future and burned them today. You see a 44-year-old looking 59 because he's burned future energy today. And you can see a 70-year-old looking 56 because he has taken from today's energy and kept them in the future. The whole concept of savings is the ability to trap value and put it in the future, right? So energy is what you can manage. You can waste energy. You can control energy. You can make it appreciate. You can make it depreciate. So when you now think energy management.
Okay. Okay. So listen to this.
One of the things I learned from studying Warren Buffett is that until you learn to say no, you're not likely to succeed. Can you imagine how many invitations someone like that you have every year? As a human being, you're finite. You have X number of hours in every day. For example, I've always dreamt and I will always be looking for an opportunity to be able to have a 2-hour discussion with Warren Buffett. But I know that if I write to him, he's not going to respond. And the alternative I have, there's a way in which I could actually arrange a meeting with him. But it will cost me a few $1 million because he has something he does every year, which is he auctions the opportunity for anybody anywhere in the world to have lunch with him once a year. That auction starts at $100,000. I'm not sure how much it was last year, but there was a particular year it cost over $4 million. I can't afford $4 million today for lunch with Warren Buffett. But the day I can afford it, if he's still alive, I will pay for that lunch. Why am I saying all of this? Time is finite. When I was younger, I didn't realize how expensive and how valuable time is. As I've grown older, I've discovered, we didn't touch on this one, the greatest asset any human being has in this life is time. Not your color, not your citizenship, not even where your parents or the richness of your parents. The greatest asset any human being has on this planet is time. The day you learn that, you will value your time more than anything else. Time is what all of us trade to get to anywhere we are going in life, either by reading or for some of us by sleeping. You want to be poor? Just stay home and keep sleeping. You don't need any witch. You don't need any obstacle. You will be poor. You will just be poor. Just stay home and sleep all day.
Okay, so listen to this quote. Time is the inexplicable raw material of everything. With it, all is possible. Without it, nothing. The supply of time is truly a daily miracle, an affair genuinely astonishing when one examines it. That is the highest raw material ever. I'll be fast. Gary McDonald once said, imagine a bank that credits your account every morning with a $6,400. However, it depicts what is left in the evening. It deletes the portion you failed to use during the day. Therefore, you are expected to withdraw every penny in that account every day. This bank is time. It credits you with a 6,400 seconds every morning. In the evening, it writes off as loss the portion you failed to invest on a good purpose. It carries over no balance. It allows no overdraft. Each day, it opens a new account for you. Each night, it burns the day's deposit. The loss is yours. There is no going back. There is no withdrawal against tomorrow. You are to invest it so as to get from the utmost in success. Okay, so Matt Lipman on his own asked these rhetorical questions. When will tomorrow start? When will today end? How long is tomorrow? When does now start? When does now end? How many nows? How many nows make up a day? And how does now last? Okay, when is now? And how many nows make up a day? Okay, because sometimes people keep on saying, tomorrow I will do it, tomorrow, just give me time, just give me time. It is life that you are wasting. Don't worry, you will see it now. These and many other similar questions bring to mind the importance of examining one's life and activities with a view to acting immediately and achieving authentic existence, which if there is any derailment or delay in the course of its realization may be regretted for a whole lifetime. Okay, so that is why the great philosophers say that the best time to get things done is by doing it now. 5 seconds principle. Every single person has 24 hours a day and 168 hours in a week. And based on a typical 40-hour work week, the average employee is only productive 37.5 of those 168 hours if you remove 30 minutes break or lunch for those that are working. And it is unlikely that most people actually work this entire 37.5 hours. In fact, the average individual spends 22.3% of his or her available time at work, 33.3% sleep, then 16.6% in front of a TV or online chatting and surfing the internet. And those comparisons assume that the person spends 100% of his or her time at work actually working. It's not true. Then these same very people worry about balance and time management, but an imbalance is always going on or going to occur when you don't do enough with the time you have. Do you create your own time or does someone else do that? In other words, do you manage yourself within a time and season or someone else manage you within such time and season? Suffice to ask, how much of your $86,400 do you withdraw in a day? Or someone else do withdraw yours and make use of it? What does the expression time is money mean to you? How do you treat time? Manage yourself, because the way you treat time says a lot about how you are managing yourself. Okay, to make sure your time is actually money. Okay, so let's assume that you have 100 years to live. That is approximately 876,000 hours or 52,560,000 minutes in this lifetime if you are to live 100 years. Okay, take any given day of the week. You will have an average of 5,200 Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. That is 5,200 weeks. That is what we will have. Okay, now here is the scary part of it. The part that is fearful. If you are 35 years old, then you have only 3,380 weekdays left. That is what you have. What if you had only 3,380 naira to your name and you are to use it to sustain yourself till the last 65 years? That is if you are 35 already. What if this is money? Okay, for the rest of your life on earth, would you watch it slip away or would you do whatever you could to increase it? Only a few sensitive people can do more with 3,380 to create abundance out of it. Okay, our productive years start at age 20 and we are expected to retire at age 40. That is why they always say that a fool at 40 is a fool forever, because it is assumed that if you actually started at your productive years at age 20, you must have completed your body of work before 40 or at 40 and retire. That is why 40th birthday is the most celebrated birthday. If we failed woefully, we should retire at latest at age 50 or 60. That is to say, you are either to work for 20 years, 30 years, or at most 40 years if you didn't start at age 20. If you retire at 60 years of your age, okay? If you will retire at 40, that means you will only work for 20 years if you actually started at your age 20. It means you will have to spend just 1,040 weeks. That is 1,040 Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and so on and so forth. And 175,200 hours. That is what you have for those 20 years. Or 10,512,000 minutes to do all the needed work. If you are 30 years already and want to retire at age 40, it means 10 years remaining. It means you have wasted half of it all. You are now left with 520 weeks and 87,600 hours, or 5,256,000 minutes to do the work. If you are to use 10 years to do the necessary work that should retire you, and you can now borrow time from the future, from now, and give to the future and retire and enjoy life while you are aging healthily. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you are the pilot. That is what Michael Osler said. John F. Kennedy said, we must use time as a tool, not as a couch. Many of us sit on time and we just sit on it like a couch. We are not using it as a tool. Look at the difference between doers and thinkers. And let me think about it. Give me time. Give me time. It's not time they are giving you. It is your life that you are wasting. I want you to get that into your skull today. It is your. The trouble is you think you have all the time in the world. That is what Buddha said. But you don't. You don't have all the time. Okay? Hyphen is defined as life and the quality of a man's life being proportional to how much money is available to him during his lifetime. That is 24 hours. So a man trades his life for cash, and the things he buys them with his life, though he thinks he buys them with cash. Because anytime you exchange time, any moment you exchange time to make money, it is your life that you are exchanging. So will you continue to exchange your life to make money all the rest of your life? Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work till you die. That means you will continue to exchange your life in order to make money. What is it that you can do within a short period of time that after that time, maybe 20 years, 10 years, you can retire forever? Anything you are doing, you are just doing it as a hobby. The money will keep on coming and increasing. You will have all the time to do other things. Time freedom we are talking about now. For until a man earns passive income, whatever he buys with his active income, he buys with his life. Active income is the income you make when you exchange time to make money. That means if you are not available to do that, money will not come. Anytime you are available to do something, it is your life that you are exchanging at that moment. Because if it is not your life, you can be elsewhere so that money will still come. But hence, it can't happen that way. It is your life you are exchanging before that money comes. That is why some persons will say, my hard-earned money, my blood, my sweat. So when you spend, what do you actually spend? Your money or your life? Life is nothing more than accumulation of time and what? Experience. So this is what I want us to understand. For those that will say, give me time, give me time, give me time. With so time, I will do it. With so time, I will do it. Know it today that every single second, every single minute, every single hour is already calculated. If you have this in mind and put it into practice, you will begin to apply this 5 seconds principle. You will act within 5 seconds of taking decision and doing what you need to do without procrastination, because procrastination is a grave in which opportunities are buried. So what do you need to do? Act now. Manage your life now, not time. You can either manage your life or you waste it. You don't manage time or waste time. You waste your life or you manage your life. Thank you as you act swiftly, immediately.